Hello, it's your girl Nicole back with another video. Well, kinda. This is going to be the first episode of Speak On It. Speak On It. I'm probably going to change the name, but that's the name for right now. It's just a lot of things that I've been wanting to talk about, so I was like, I'm just going to voice record it, and that's just what we're going to do. So the topic of today is going to be support. I feel like with everything going on and just some situations that I've noticed, it can, pertain to all situations. So first off, everybody knows what's going on right now with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And then all the other stuff like, I don't know, just racism in general, and then, people burning stuff down, they're looting, and just a lot of things are getting damaged. But, like I said, first off, with support, I feel like that's one thing that could help this whole movement, this whole situation, because honestly, as Black people, we never really get too much support. And it's like right now, if you have friends who are, of different races, different colors, it's like if you notice that they're not really posting anything or they're just ignoring it, it's a lack of support. They're not it's like, oh, okay, well, you're not supporting me, you don't care what's going on, you don't care how this affects me, so I don't feel like you care about me, which is very understandable, because I have white friends, or white friends on Facebook, and there are some of them that are posting stuff, positive things about what's going on. And then there's also some that are posting negative things, or they're reposting the videos of like the protesting, like in Little Rock and all that. They're reposting it, and the people that are commenting on their posts is saying, little racy things. So it's like, oh, okay. So you're on that side when it comes to this. Okay, I see you. I got you. And honestly, it's sad to see like, oh, well, this is somebody I'm close with or somebody I know personally, and this is what they think about this. This is what they have to say about this. Which, some of the people, I know they're Trump supporters, so it's like, I'm not really surprised. I'm not. I know you're a fan of number 45. So, I don't know, it just sucks, because it's like right now you can kind of see people's true colors and what they're really about. And then even with people who are famous or influencers and stuff like that, people are on their necks too, whether they are, Black or a different race. I've seen that people recently have been, quote unquote canceling or trying to attack B.Simone because of what she said in a post. And she was just basically, honestly, to break it down, she was just like, I'm gonna put it in God's hands. But she also said something about, I don't want to be that angry Black woman. And I know a lot of people said that part is what pissed them off about it. It wasn't that she was like, well, I don't really want to protest, I just want to put it in God's hands. The part that she said, I don't want to be that angry Black woman. So it's like, oh, well, what you trying to say? So I know a lot of people are just like, they're not really here for her because of that. And a lot of people are, messaging people who are famous and influencers, and they're just like, well, why aren't you posting about it? Why aren't you out doing anything? And there are a lot of famous people and influencers that are donating money. They are posting it. But I feel like as for protesting, that is somebody's personal choice. Because from what has been going on, from a lot of protests, some of them are peaceful. A lot of them start off peaceful. But there are also, it'll end in people getting tear gassed. A lot of people have been getting hit with rubber bullets. And some people may not think that's a big deal, but from the pictures that I've seen, it's a big deal. There's a lot of people that are really getting hurt, right now. Their skin's getting burned. They're getting holes in their body, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are getting hit in the face with the rubber bullets at that. So it's like, if somebody wants to protest, that is their personal choice, because whatever happens to them afterwards, they have to deal with those consequences. Oh Lord, they have to deal with those consequences. So it's like, if that's not something they want to do, you can't really get mad at them for that. But everybody has their own way of participating and helping, whether it's donations, signing petitions, whether it's maybe buying stuff for the protest like water and milk, but not actually protesting, or if people want to protest, that's all their personal decision. But I personally don't feel like people should be getting attacked though, if they, I don't know. It's a lot. I don't know. I don't feel like that's right for B.Simone to get canceled, but I can get both sides, because I like B.Simone and I understand where she's coming from, but I also understand where everybody else is coming from. But social media these days, it just sucks in general, because everybody can get canceled at this point. So yeah. All right, so another topic that has to do with support, I would say, in friendships. And I've noticed, not just with me, but with other people, a lot of your friends, they don't want to support you. There's a lot of people who talk about when they start a YouTube channel, they post on their Facebook, their Instagram, or whatever, support my channel, watch my channel, whatever. I do that personally, and I feel like it's pointless, because usually it could be 50, 60, or maybe 10 or 20 people who view my post, but only 1 or 2 of them are going to actually watch my video or actually subscribe. And it's very irritating when you support people, but it's like you do something, it's like, whatever. What? So you mean to tell me that we're friends and I support you, but when I do something, you can't support me? Okay. Like, for instance, let's say you start a YouTube, you start a business, or you just start something to where you need support. So you look to your friends to maybe post on their social media, or watch and like your videos, or buy something from your business. You're looking for that support, because if they're your friend, why would they not support you when you're supporting them? So let's say you want them to post it on their social media, or you're like, okay, well, I'm starting this, whatever. They don't. Okay, cool, whatever. But they have another friend, they start their YouTube, their business, or whatever, and they make a post and they're like, oh, support my friend. What? So you mean to tell me you went out your way to make a post to support that friend, or you went out your way to buy something from that friend or watch that friend's video or whatever, but you can't do that same thing for me? Like, okay, let's say you only have 100, 200 subscribers and that friend has 1,000, 2,000 subscribers. But you're not gonna, you can't, it's like it's like, what kind of friendship is that really? It's like a one-sided friendship, because it's like, I support you, but you don't support me. And I feel like in those situations, I don't know, some people, they just brush it off and they're just like, oh, it's whatever. But it's like, think about it this way. You keep pushing with lack of support with your YouTube, your business, your music, or whatever, and you get to a point where it's really working for you. You're really gaining success from it. Now these people want to come in and be like, oh, well, support my friend. I'm so happy for my friend. Well, you weren't happy for me at first. You weren't trying to support me at first. But you wait now to where I'm really doing things to want to pop up. That's not a real friendship. You should support all of your friends no matter what. Not just one or two. Like, oh, well. And I'm just like, I don't know. People have different friendships. They view friendships differently. So you never really know what you're getting yourself into when you are friends with somebody. Because there are some people that is going to really be down for you and have your back no matter what. And then there's some people it's just like, well, I do more for this friend than this friend. Or, well, I hang out with her, or she's my friend when it's convenient for me. So that's all I'm going to say about that there. Alright, so the last thing I want to discuss, it goes back to our current events. And I want to talk about Brianna Taylor. Because we talk about George Floyd and we talk about Ahmaud Arbery, but we're not really talking about Brianna Taylor. And it sucks. This woman, she has got no justice for her situation. Like, her family has no justice. This woman was murdered in her sleep by police officers that weren't even supposed to be there. They had a no-knock warrant, and they just busted in. Her boyfriend, of course, shot at them. I know he shot one of them in the leg, and he had got arrested. I think he is not in jail anymore, but he did get arrested. Because, of course, if somebody breaks in your house, you're not going to know who it is. If you have a weapon, you're going to try to hurt them, because why are you breaking in my house? But since he shot a police officer, they arrested him because he was trying to secure his household. He got arrested. Listening to the 911 operator call or whatever, it was hard to listen to, because I don't know, like, that whole situation, like, is horrible. And I don't feel like nobody is doing anything for her situation. There are some areas where they're protesting for her, but it's like, I don't feel like people are really shedding light on her situation. And there's some people that's just like, well, it wasn't recorded. So since her murder didn't get recorded, y'all not gonna put no energy into it? Is that what you're saying? And then it's like, okay, well, their body counts weren't on. They went in her house, so of course it's not going to be recorded. Unless they had personal cameras in their home, of course it wasn't going to be recorded. Versus if something happens to somebody in public, it's more likely to be recorded. Because, people like to record stuff and not help people. And that's also like a thing that's, gotten bigger and bigger. There's so many people that you can just watch their last moments of life on the internet, and that needs to stop. People are recording. I understand. You're like, okay, well, we need to record this in case it gets out of hand. But I feel like people need to actually interfere in certain situations to help it not get out of hand. Like in that situation of George Floyd, could you not call a different, police station, operator, something to interfere with that situation? Which they probably couldn't, because they said there was an EMT or something. They were trying to check his pulse and they still wouldn't let up. So there's a lot of things that could have happened, but then really just with the whole situation, I mean, maybe there wasn't anything that a bystander could have done, because the officer that killed him, he knew what he had on his mind, so he was pretty determined for what happened to happen. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Just what I want to talk about today was support. You need support in our current situation, whether it's with your friends from different races. You need support in your friendships. We need support in general, because we can't do anything on our own. We need God, and we need support from other people. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is Nicole, the first episode to speak on it. Let me know what you think in the comments about everything that's been going on. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening.